What's good, YouTube? In this video, we're going to be talking about the Season 13 Ranked Arenas Legend tier list. Now, this Legend tier list will be different compared to others, meaning this will be a very strict and honest Legend tier list. A lot of Legends will probably be placed lower than what you think. I do want to separate Legends, give you guys the best idea on if you're struggling or trying to figure out what Legend to use. Maybe this Legend can help. Before we start this video off, I do want to say that every legend has the capability to be an S tier legend, meaning the best legend. So just remember that we all have legends. Not every legend can be S and A tier, meaning those are the best tiers. So just know that. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, which legend should be up or which legend should be lower. So let's start off this video. And I'm ranking these legends from the S tier, meaning the best tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and the worst tier I have is at D tier. So let's start off with the first legend, which is Newcastle. Newcastle I have at C tier. I have Newcastle at C tier because it's hard to tell someone to go play Newcastle. The reason being is because he is more of a kind of advanced legend, but he's not an easy legend to use. Now, next legend we have is Maggie. Now, in this season, I have Maggie at C tier. Last season, I ranked Maggie at B tier. Maggie is a good legend, and if you are good or if you love using the Mozambique camera points, I definitely recommend using Maggie. But I have Maggie on C tier. I dropped her down because she is not a legend that's used a lot, and she's not a legend that can dominate compared to other legends in the game, but on certain maps like drop off, she could definitely dominate. But I do have Maggie at C tier. Ash is the next legend, and Ash we have at D tier. Last season I have Ash at C tier, but this season we have her at D tier. D tier is the worst. The reason I have Ash at D tier is because, other than Party Crasher, which I can see you can use her ultimate to get an advantage on enemies, but other than that, she basically really has no abilities in my opinion. You're not going to use Ash for her tactical, and her ultimate you get it every other round, so I don't see her really as a strong legend, so I have her at D tier. Seer is the first legend that we have ranked high, and Seer is at A tier. He's a scanning legend. There's nothing much more to say. He's a really good legend, a really good teammate to have on the team. So we have Seer at A tier. Valk is a legend that I think a lot of people love to play. I got her at C tier. I got Valk at C tier because she is more individual, but she also cannot dominate the game compared to other legends that are individual legends. So for that reason, I have Valk at C tier. I also do think there's another legend that plays a similar role to Valk, but can also do it better with abilities and do it better as in make it more of a team type of thing. So I have Valk at C tier. Last season I did have Valk at B tier. Now we have Fuse. Fuse I have at D tier. The reason being is because the map Phase Runner is not in the rotation anymore. So Fuse best map was Phase Runner. It's not in the rotation anymore. I have Fuse at D tier. Last season we did have him at C tier. Now the next legend that we have is Horizon. We have at B tier. Now Horizon was the legend that I was talking about when it came to comparing between Valk and Horizon. Horizon is a legend that could get your team to height just like Valk can, but Valk doesn't individually compare to Horizon, where she could do it as a team. And I think that's more beneficial. Also, the fact that Horizon, her ult can do a little bit more. And Horizon also plays really well on a map like Habitat, Encore. She plays good on a lot of maps. I have Horizon at B tier. Rampart is next, and we have Rampart at C tier. Even though Rampart did get her buff last season, I have Rampart at C tier. This season I have it the same at C tier. I do like that she has the ability to use the LMGs better compared to other legends, and a lot of the LMGs are very good. I don't know, it's just something about Rampart. I feel like you have to play around a Rampart as a team in order to make Rampart top tier. But for that reason, I do have Rampart at C tier, but I could definitely see people using Rampart in a very good way. Next legend we have is Loba. Loba is at B tier, and the reason I have Loba at B, She is the legend who has movement as well as being able to use her ult to grab the heals. Someone could, if you're 3-stacking, you could definitely make Loba a A-tier legend. Loba could definitely be an A-tier legend, but I do feel like this has to be more with the team. I play Loba a lot, especially on the map Habitat. To be fair, I do have her at B tier. The next legend we have is Revenant. Revenant is going to join Ash and Fuse in the D tier. Revenant can be a good legend, but his abilities are just a little bit underwhelming when it comes to arenas. The next legend we have is Crypto. Now, if you guys know that I use Crypto a lot, especially in last season, but for this season we have Crypto in the B tier. Last season I had Crypto in the A tier. That was a lot because of being biased. I do agree with you guys that I should have had Crypto on the B tier. Crypto is a very good legend, but I do think he's a more advanced legend to play. But for that reason, I have him at B. Now, the next legend we have is Watson. Watson I have at D tier as well. Unless if you're playing Watson with a team and you guys are all playing around a Watson, then I can't see Watson any higher than D. The next legend is Octane, and Octane is our first legend in the S tier. Octane I have at S tier because of his movement, his ability to play as a team legend with his jump pad, and his passive is pretty clutch, especially within the first early rounds when you guys can't buy heals or get the heals, so his passive can definitely come in clutch. Now the next legend we have is Mirage. Mirage I have at C tier. I think Mirage is a tricky legend, definitely an advanced legend to use if you want to be good with him, and it could definitely be rewarding. Last season I had him at D, the D tier, but now I do have him at the C tier. He can be useful, but I do see other legends doing what he could do a lot better. Now we have Caustic. Caustic I have at D tier. The reason why I have Caustic at D tier is because just like Watson, you have to play around a Caustic. Now Caustic does have a good ultimate, which is his gas grenade, but I mean, it's not game changing. For that reason, we have Caustic in D tier. Now we have Bangalore. Bangalore I have in the A tier. The reason I have Bangalore in A tier is because she is a legend that can determine the game, right? You can determine what guns your opponent uses, especially if you are the only Bangalore on the in the game, meaning there's no Bangalore on the enemy team, it's just you. So for that reason, I got Bangalore at A tier. She's a really good legend. This I might be a little biased on because I have been using Bangalore a lot these past couple weeks, and last season we had Bangalore in B tier, but this season I have her at the A tier. Next we have Wraith. Wraith I have at B tier. No explanation really. Wraith's a good legend, but she doesn't add too much. I do like the fact that she has a phase, so if someone's a really good player, if they can play or if they can play Wraith, then it's good to have them push up, maybe get a first knock, and then fall back with their phase and have their teammates clean it up. But I have Wraith at the B tier. Next we have Pathfinder, and if you guys watch my videos, then you guys know I think it's hard to disagree on this one. Pathfinder at S tier is he's one of the best legends, if not the best legend when it comes to arenas. Next we have Lifeline, and Lifeline is S tier, one of the best teammates to have on the team. Is there any more else to say? Now, unless if they nerf that gold bag or if they take that gold bag out, then Lifeline is always going to be S tier. Now the next legend that we have is Gibraltar. Gibraltar I actually have in the A tier. Last season and every other season I had Gibraltar in the S tier, but this season I have Gibraltar in A tier. The reason being is because he's a good legend, but I think the addition of Newcastle has to take some points off Gibraltar. I still 100% think Gibraltar is a better legend than Newcastle, so for that reason I just have to bump him down just a little bit, and also the fact that you don't see a lot of Gibraltars as well. The next legend that we have, and the last legend that we have, is Bloodhound. And Bloodhound is one of the best legends to have on the team. I have Bloodhound there at A tier. Last season we had him at A tier as well. Bloodhound, he's just a really good legend to have. He's a really good legend to be. He's also a lot of fun to play as well. For that reason, we have him at the A tier. Now, this is the legend tier list for all 21 legends in the game. But if there's any legend that you guys strongly disagree with, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Usually this video or these type of videos are my most commented videos as well. Right there with the placement videos. So let me know what you guys think. This legend tier list is to help you guys, get better at arenas, or give you guys an understanding of, what legends maybe you should be playing if you want to rank up. But let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this video. If you guys did like the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.